Google My Business Optimization 2023, Crushers, Matteo from GMB Crush here. Welcome to another video. So today we will go through another listing. I will perform a manual audit, and here Kevin Reed is asking, "Hi Matteo, I spoke to this roofing contractor prospect yesterday who wants more lead. His wizard looks pretty good. His main issue might just be proximity. Do you have any suggestion for how he can improve his GBP or extend his proximity? Thanks." Okay, Kevin. So thank you for reaching out. I've been checking the wizard audit document. So for those who don't know about GMB Crush, so basically GMB Crush is Google Business Profile audit tool, and it also allows you to track analytics from your Google Business Profile. And we are going through in this new video series about all the monthly and yearly subscriber who has question about how to use GMB Crush, how they can further improve clients' listings, or how they can improve their own listing. So if you have an agency or if you are a business owner, I recommend you to check our tool, GMB Crush, at gmbcrush.com. Okay, so let's dig into the wizard audit document. So the listing is City Roofing. Okay, the listing is ranking at spot 75 for the keyword roofing contractor in the location Miami, Florida. Okay, so yeah, the overall score is pretty good, 91%. And as I can see here, it seems that the website needs some work at website level. I've been also checking the website. So I will go through your question, how you can expand the GMB proximity, your GMB GBP proximity, and what you need to do in order to further improve the content of your website, how you can find the most relevant geographical signals that you can associate to the website, to the GMB, and etc. So I noticed that you have some of the additional categories not being included into the business listing. So I will recommend you adding additional categories such as waterproofing company, air duct cleaning service, and fire damage restoration service. So if those additional categories are not a good fit for this business, you can just click to the hex and GMB Crush will adjust automatically the final suggestion. Okay, so that's what you need to do. And then in terms of proximity, I recommend you auditing that zip code comparison tab. And then I will show you how you can use the data from the zip comparison tab to think about how you can further expand the content and the structure of the website to build location pages. So first of all, I create this document, So basically, if you want to expand the proximity, you need to understand how you can connect the dots between the website, your business profile, and all the geographical signals that Google see as relevant signals, relevant information, pieces of information that you need to start associating your GMB listing and website to them. And it's very important because since the Google Mom update came in, now Google is basically thinking about your business profile and website as two different entities. So we know that Google, is not ranking sites. Google is ranking entities. So even a single page is a single entity. And when Google looks at your GMB, of course, it when it scans GMB, your business profile, it start to connect the dots around every single element that it's pulling out from your business profile, and it trying to find correlation between your website, the content of your business profile, the content that you post on the site, how the website is structured. Is the website also following and mirroring all the information that you have got in the business profile, such as like primary category, additional categories? Does the website has like geographical content that it's like mirroring your actual service area? So as I said before, if you want to expand the proximity, you need to connect the dots between the business profile, the website, and the geographical areas where you would like to expand the proximity on. And for this reason, you need to work on the structure of the site, work on the on-site content, and work on the business profile. Okay. So first of all, I've been checking the listing here, which is City Roofing. Okay. And let's have a look now together. Okay. So when I look at this, I see that areas served are all of this, okay? But when I check the actual site, I don't see any location page on the website. And while I was checking your service area page, it shows as a blank page. So I'm not sure if you already built like location pages, but from what I'm seeing now, it seems the website has this service area page showing up as an empty page. Okay. So again, here the business listing is mentioning that the business is serving a certain area here. So when we look at this area here, we need to try to understand how we can connect the dots between the Google business profile, such as like, for example, like post, reviews, FAQs, content on the business website. We don't really know how long the business site will be available. It seems that Google wants to remove it, but you need to start to think how you can create better like Google business posts, and how you can create better content around the service area location that you are targeting, building like location pages, Google business posts, and linking back the business post back to each location page, and how you can also create FAQs around all the service area that you are including here. And then you need to think, if the business really wants to serve so many areas, and if the answer is yes, we want to serve so many areas, you need to be sure that the content on the website is built around the location that you really want to get more visibility for. Okay. So just to give you an example here, in the home page, I will start including like more geo mentions about like your primary keyword. For example, here it says like residential roofing. So it might be a good idea to start with the like residential roof experts in main keyword location. And then here again, you can add a little bit more information about your primary location. So I would like to build the authority of the website in the home page for the main location with more content that is pointing to geographical terms that are correlated and co-occurrence keywords that are related somehow to the main location, okay, and to the service that the company provides, and such as like primary category and additional category mentions here and in the service. Okay, so as well, so you need to think how you can improve and how you can fit the additional categories of this business into the service pages, and how you can break down and expand a little bit more the content around the additional categories. Okay, so this is one of the things that I would like to look at. Then another thing, still talking about, geographical signals that are relevant. So what I usually do, I like to click at the hotel button here on the Google Maps interface, and basically once you do that, Google will also pull out a new section, another section that it's called neighborhoods. So I would like to use this section to see which neighborhoods Google sees as the most relevant neighborhoods related to the business location. Okay, so I want to be sure that I will build reviews, content, Google My Business Post, and FAQ content around my primary category plus the locations, my additional categories plus the location. And so I will do the same when I think and I will start creating content for the GMB posts, for the Google Business Posts and the FAQs. Okay, so this is very important. So this is how you start to connecting a little bit more the dots around not only the areas where you would like to expand your proximity, but also thinking about and exploring more in details what Google sees as the most relevant neighborhoods and like geolocations that we need to associate our main business location to it. Okay, so this is what I do. So basically you can start to grabbing all the locations here, and what I also recommend, you can also search on Google Maps for each location, and you can basically once you create a location page that is targeting this specific location plus your service plus an additional service category or plus your main category, you can also embed on your location page the map. And what I recommend is like you can pick up the content from each location and you can just rewrite it. Okay, and if you want to further expand your location page content, you can also click to things to do related to that specific location, and you can start picking up additional content, additional like piece of content that is very relevant to that specific location as well. Okay, and then if you want to further expand, you can click also nearby, and so that you rinse and repeat, and you can find and you can start collecting all the geographical like signals that are relevant to your main business location. And then once you have done with that, you can start scaling up the location pages, targeting all the other like zip code. So what I mean by this is like you can go back to the zip comparison tab of GMB Crush, and then you can start thinking how you can compete organically, not at Google Maps level, not at the local 3-pack level, like how you can start ranking organically your location pages, okay, targeting the same zip code where your main competitors are, where the top 10 competitors are, okay? Because if you cannot like get quick traction on the local tree pack, then probably you will start ranking and better like organically for keywords plus geolocation, and then you don't have to think only about geolocation as like your main location only, okay? So this is the reason why we are looking at the zip comparison tab to think how we can further improve the content and optimize or create location pages targeting like hyper-local areas. So work on hyper-local location pages, okay? So what I mean by that is like we can check, we can get like more details about, for example, Miami-Dade County. So if I'm also targeting like Miami-Dade County, if my business is also serving Miami-Dade County, I want to be sure that I will create a location page that is basically targeting my main keyword or my service keywords plus Miami-Dade County. So it can be roofing contractor Miami-Dade County. So what I would like to do here, I just want to create a strategy, you know, that goes like on the back of my top 10 competitors, and I would like to ranking hyperlocal location pages targeting a specific zip code or a specific area, a specific county. Okay, so why that? So why that is because once you start to getting like more engagement, okay, more engagement from a specific geolocation, Google will recognize these also as a geographical signals, a relevant geographical signal. So geographical signals that are relevant to your location can be like, for example, like content, reviews, traffic, and of course. So when Google sees that the content is there and it's mirroring your service area, it's mirroring, it's matching with all the geographical reference points that are very close to your main business location. Once Google start to see that you are getting like reviews from a specific county, from a specific zip code that where you would like to get like more visibility, and when Google sees that the traffic is coming from a specific geographical area, of course you will start seeing that your proximity will expand. So this is the reason why at the beginning of the document I wrote connect the dots. So you need to connect the dots, and you need to understand that Google sees your Google business profile and your website and pages of your website as single entities, okay? And from the analysis of all the single entities, it will determine how relevant you are and how eligible you are to expand the proximity. If your GMB listing is eligible to overcome the proximity. And there are several like Google patterns where you know, it's clear that Google is tracking the brand penetration. So Google is able to understand how strong the penetration in a specific area is. So, and how they do that? Of course, they are doing that because they are tracking like how many searches, how many Google searches you are getting from your brand name or from the business owner name plus business name. This is also the reason why I recommend everyone to create also people pages. That's what I call people pages. You need to create more trust around your business, and Google recognize the name of the business owners, because many times I've noticed that people are searching, especially at local level, users are searching for a specific business by Googling the name of the business owner plus the location or plus the business name or whatever. So Google in its own database is tracking how many brand name searches are coming from a specific location, how many people are typing your brand name or searching for a brand name from a specific location. If they land to your Google business profile, it's a geographical signals that it's relevant to that, to your business location. So brand name, business owner plus business name, or like all the searches that are coming from the brand name from a specific location, of course, plus service keyword, or any keyword, any co-occurrence keywords, any related keywords that can be associated to what your company does. So, and of course, this is translating into traffic, is translating into engagement. So the traffic is flowing into the business side, into the business profile, and Google start tracking the full journey. This is the reason why Google creates Google Business Profile, Google My Business. They want to track the full journey. They want to know from which keyword users are trying to find your business, and once they click, they just want to see the quality of the interaction. Google wants to see the quality of the traffic. So it happens, we already made like several tests using like traffic, fake traffic, or we try to estimate how impactful can be like sending like traffic that it's a little bit broad. It means that it can be like generic traffic coming from a display campaign. And if Google sees, we notice that if Google sees that the traffic is not sticking on the business profile, aka the traffic is not interacting with the business profile, users are not clicking to the pictures, are not clicking to all the elements of the business profile, they are not performing, how can I say, they are not sticking into the full journey, like clicking on the listing, visiting, reading the description, or for example, like clicking on pictures. They are not interacting with the listing. They are not engaging with the listing. This traffic will produce no effect. This is the reason also why for all the annual users of GMB Crush, I create an additional course that teach you how you can basically leverage YouTube ads to targeting visitors that are coming from your competitors' websites. So, and once you do that, you create a cluster, you create a group, you create a segment of quality traffic, okay, traffic that already shows interest on similar businesses as yours. And the traffic is, of course, it's in target because of the interest on your business. And the traffic is also coming from a specific geographical area. So it's very important that, you know, to overcome the proximity that your business site and your website content are aligned, that you are getting reviews from users in a specific area, that you are getting good traffic, and the traffic must be related to your business area or to the areas where you would like to expand your proximity to, that the traffic comes from Google searches, brand name, so users are typing your brand name on Google, they land into your business profile and they interact with your business profile. Or they are searching, like, for example, the business owner name plus name of the business, name of the company, and then they click and interact with your listing. Or users that are typing on Google search your brand name plus services, okay? It's important. And it's also important that you work on the structure of your website, mirroring primary and additional categories, geo mentions, okay? And what I also recommend is, like, you can additionally leverage the place topics mentioned. So place topics, the place topic section of GMB Crush is basically pulling out the most relevant keywords that are popping up from your competitors' reviews. So in this case, we don't have many, but what we usually recommend, and we also taste that is also impacting in a positive way over the conversion of the landing page of the website. It's like you can basically extract all the place topic keywords using the export to CSV function, and you can also use all the keywords that are popping up from the place topic section to restructuring or reinforcing the content of your location pages or your own page. Okay, so all the most relevant keywords that are popping up from the place topic section are words of trust, and we need to look at this at those keywords as real-time keywords. So you can from time to time refresh the wizard document and see if any other keywords are popping up. So as I say before, it's also from our testing important to get like geo-mention from the actual reviews. Geo-mention included into the reviews that you are getting into the listing. And we also see that have an impact getting the most relevant keywords that are popping up from the competitors into your own reviews. So for example, you see we mark in orange all the most relevant keywords that are popping up from the spot number 1, 2, and 3 that you are missing out. So it means that, for example, the spot number 1, the word company was appearing into 10 reviews, or the word professional appears in 10 reviews, word home in 5 reviews, and leak in 3 reviews, and etc. etc. So I also see that you are posting quite often. So back to this, I recommend you to review your Google posts, and by this I recommend you like creating business posts using at least 200 to 225 keywords, to 220 to 225 words, because if you are not using enough words and you are just using a little bit of content to create the business posts most likely won't be indexing. And you need to be sure that whatever you do at business post level, anytime that you create a business post, the business post must be relevant to the main keywords that you are targeting, to the location keywords that you are targeting. So this is the reason why you need to use like all the available words, 200 to 225 words, and then you have the business post linking back to the home page or the service pages or the location pages. And anytime that you are linking back from a business post to the home page, the service page or the location page, and you are using the learn more or the book now CTA button, you will gain a do follow backlink. Okay, so it's important, as I say at the beginning of the video, to connect the dots. So you have, let's say, a business post, okay, that talks about your main keywords or your additional categories keyword plus location, and then in the body of the content of the business post you got like more information about where the company performed that specific service at that specific location, and then you utilize the information to create and to expand the content, and then you will link back to that location page or to the service page or to the home page. Okay, does that make sense? And it's important to think how you can interlink in the business post. Okay, so interlinking the business post helps with indexing and also helps you to create like silos. And by silos, it means that you can create and you can think how you can create 5 to 6 business posts that are targeting like your main location and multiple type of keywords that are in your target, okay, in your radar. And now you can interlink all the business posts that are related to the main location plus keywords variation each others, okay? So it's important that in terms of Google business posts that you think of a business post as an actual post, as a blog post, as an article. So the title, what I like to do, I like to think about creating a title. And when I create the title, I imagine that the title will be my main keyword or my brand name, especially if your brand name contains keywords plus location. And I imagine and think about the business post title as my H1. And then in the body of the content of the business post, you need to think to describe who you are, what your company does and where, and that's where you can mention your primary and additional categories, and where you can add hyperlocal details about Miami. Okay, this was a previous location from another video. So how you can fit hyperlocal details about Miami or about, you know, any other service area that the business is targeting. Okay, and then what I like to do within the body content of the business post, I would like to say, for more information, please contact us, and then I mention again the home page, for example. Find us on Google Maps, and then I like to add the share maps URL from the business location, okay? And then what I like to do, I also like to write down like, hey, read a 5-star review about us, and I like to link back to a Google star, to a 5-star reviews from that specific location that I'm targeting here. Okay, so in this case, it can be like, let's make an example. And here, for example, like what I like to do, as I say before, I like to come here and search for a specific location where the review is coming from. Okay, here, okay, that's it. And what I like to do is like, I like to click to the share button, copy, and paste. So this is how I create through the business post more geographical signals that are relevant to my home page, to a location page, or to a service page. And I link back. And as I say, once it's time to select the CTA, the call to action button that links back to a certain page of your website, I love to choose learn more or book now, because it gives me a do follow back link. So once I choose the learn more, for instance, I always link back to the main site or to the location page that I'm targeting. Okay, so it's very important, in my opinion, to have a scope every time you are thinking about your business post, and not just like doing a business post just because you have to. And I've seen a lot of listings with a little bit of content into the business post. I don't think it's helpful. I don't think it's also like interesting from a user experience point of view. What I also recommend is like using quality pictures, and look at this, like I've just noticed in the past few days that now, for instance, for example, Google, it's like pushing ads from the Google Map interface whenever you are typing, anything here. So they are pushing with the ads, and roofing companies, Miami, for example, and anytime you click into a location, Google is immediately showing, from what I see in most of the cases, from the Google Maps interface. Sometimes you got like different results than the 3-pack. I don't know why. And I noticed that from the map interface, Google is somehow preferring businesses with active like Google Business Post. So to me, it's important how you can also leverage like pictures into the business post. I recommend avoiding like stock pictures. For instance, if you have like roofing contractors that they have done like a job in a specific location, you can also instruct your customer of making pictures from the place where they have complete the work, and then they can also upload it straight into the business profile without even having access to the business profile. You can just click, and you can upload pictures. Okay, that's it. So this is very important, and also employees can do that. Anybody can do that. Okay, so directly from the phone, especially if you are uploading pictures from the phone, Google is picking up all the EXIF data with all the geographical information from that specific location. Okay, and Google have also the capability to associate like landscape and any additional information to a specific location. They do that. There are a lot of patents that are from Google, that official patents from Google, that are showing how Google is using like additional landscape images to create and to connect the dots around the specific locations. So this is the reason why I also recommend like taking pictures of nearby places around your business location, geotag them. We also show how to use and leverage like Google technologies to geotagging pictures and videos, and how you can download them and how you can upload them into your Google business profile using Google tools, not like third-party tools. We are using Google tools to apply geotag and geo-relevant data into pictures and videos. I show that into the GMB Money Science training that is available for all the annual users. And then, bam, you can start uploading pictures and, pictures that contains a lot of geographical relevant information to your targeted service area, or to locations or cities or places that are nearby. This is very important. Okay, nearby your main location. Okay. So back to the document, I recommend you like review your Google posts, creating business posts with 225 words, having the business post linking back to the home page, service page, or location pages, having the business post linking back using the Learn More or Book Now CTA button, having the business posts interlinking each others, fixing your location pages, building relevant location pages, check on from the Google Maps interface, after inspecting the nearby section, check which neighborhoods Google associate to your main business location, collect data around those neighborhoods, and try to enrich your location pages with those data so that you can start showing Google that you are aligned with what Google recognize as relevant geographical signals. Okay, then I also recommend like fixing website issues if you have like blank pages. I also noticed that you need to do a little bit more work on missing like meta descriptions, H1, H2, whatever you need. You can just download Screaming Frog and you can just pull your website is, or you can also pull, if any of you that is watching the video, you can pull also here like your business site. So once you pull it in, you can utilize Screen Frog to see which business posts are indexing, are not indexing. You see, like under the indexability column, you can actually see if a page is indexing or is not. And you can basically, if you pull any business site into the Screen Frog and you press start, you will be able to see which Google business posts are indexing, and then you can reverse a little bit engineering how those business posts are structured, what type of content is in. And another mistakes that I see around the business posts, I see that most of the users, most of the people that are working with business posts, they are not using unique content. And this is another thing that is impacting in a negative way your indexing score. So if you are not using unique content into the business post, but you are just copying paste the content from your website all over and over again, you are not adding anything new to your business profile, and the business posts most likely won't be indexing. Okay, so this is something that I also recommend, using unique content and trying to create a lot of content, like 220, 225 words, as I say. Okay, so back to the website. As I say before, I recommend, I spot this website, which is including like a good amount of geographical signals. You see in the service area, they point like all the municipalities that are targeting, so maybe you can have a look up on it. And back to your website, I also recommend, like in the Contact Us page, having your NAP details here, and on Instagram or also Facebook, every time you are posting, there is a specific option. Every time you are posting, there is an option that basically allows you to associate a business location to the post. So every time you are posting, I recommend like associate the Instagram post to a specific location before publishing. And then I also noticed that on Instagram you got like a different website, and so it's also important. General talking is like super important that you check all the business profiles that you have got, like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or whatever, and see if every social media profile has been optimized for the same name, address, phone number, and business site, because Google is also like always searching and hunting for all the profile, all the properties that are related, attached, or linked to the main website. Another thing, it's like I also recommend you to insert the NAP of the business into each video, into each YouTube video, plus a link back to the website or to a location page. You can also like customize here the header of your YouTube channel, linking back to the website or to the location pages or wherever. You can also, create like a playlist stack. That's all the stuff that we are teaching in the Google Business Money Science training course. Create playlists, link back from the playlist to the actual service pages or to the location pages, and try to think how you can leverage all the Google properties to build like additional geographical signals or content that is matching like your targeted geolocation, and try to make each property being aligned with your main entities, which are your Google business profile and your website. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. If you want to get more information about GMB Crush, you can check at gmbcrush.com, and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, guys. Talk soon.